So, the NHL draft has happened, we're back from our break, and we've got a lot to talk about. Today, just the first round and really just a couple of key moments. We've got all summer to talk about specifics. And what I want to talk about today actually is the spectacle of the draft, really. Believe it or not, this will actually be the last NHL draft which takes place in person. And I think that's a pretty big mistake. The argument from the GMs who voted unanimously to move away from in-person drafts is basically that it's too much travel, especially right after the playoffs, and I get that, but I think there's got to be some middle point here. Send fewer staff members, keep the team representatives small. Anyway, this draft took place at the Sphere in Vegas. It was a big spectacle, and I think it was a lot of fun, actually. They made some changes to make the draft move a little quicker, at least the on-stage portions. One of the really funny moments came surprisingly early on when Beckett Seneca was drafted 3rd overall by the Ducks. You can see him mouth to, I believe, his father, "What the F?" In all my years of watching these drafts, I don't think I've ever seen someone so surprised to be picked up so early. I always like Bob McKenzie's draft rankings. He had Beckett at 11th. Sportsnet's had him at 5th. Either way, not many, aside from Beckett's agent, were expecting to see him go so high. As for the rest of the first round, to the surprise of nobody, the San Jose Sharks selected Macklin Celebrini as their first overall pick. Between Celebrini and Will Smith, the future, I'd say, looks pretty bright for San Jose. 5th overall, the Canadiens signed, and I saw a lot of fans happy with this one, Ivan Demidov, as announced by Celine Dion. Demidov had at time been ranked as high as number 2, and a lot of people see the Russian factor as one of the reasons that he was able to drop to 5. Utah also had their first pick as an NHL franchise, and they went with a fun one, Tej Iginla. I highly recommend you check out Elite Prospects video they put out on him. Just a phenomenal breakdown, no surprise, all their draft content is great. But I mean, Utah, then Iginla and Doan, keeping the dream of the 2000s alive. But that's all for now. The only other funny moment I want to mention is that Logan Thompson had an autograph signing. He was traded right before it started, had to flip his hat around. But until next time, guys, see you soon.